All right, so show me around your base, please.
Okay. Would you like to take the quick route, or would you like a stroll through the Nether?
I would like the most complete, detailed look at your base as I can.
Oh, I meant getting there.
Whatever you think would be most interesting for YouTubers.
Well, wait, you're recording this?
Why not?
Okay.
Do you have a problem?
Not really.
All right.
Anyways, this is the Nexus Age I made. It's a void age, very simple. The reason why it's a void age is because, as we know, I have somewhat terrible internet, and you can kind of have like 10 seconds of not being able to do anything when you connect.
Aha.
With a void age, it sends everything instantly, so you only have to experience that when you teleport out of it, not into it.
And you have absolutely no risk of anything coming after you when you're in here.
Yeah, that's also reinforced by the fact that this is a mushroom island biome, so...
That too. So you've got a wood stand, a sand stand, a dirt stand, and a missing stand.
A writing desk. A writing desk for renaming books.
All right.
This is the one to the Silver Sanctuary.
The Silver Sanctuary. Oh, Silver's Sanctuary.
Yeah. I renamed it to make it possessive after thinking about it a bit. This is where I keep my villagers.
Ah.
The sound muffler doesn't really help.
Oh no. It looks like you repurposed an existing village.
Yeah, it was a bit bigger when I got here. But then something snuck in and killed all the villagers. So I ran over to another village, stuffed one of them into a safari net, and used the auto spawner to repopulate. I think all these guys cost me like 11 levels.
And where
And
did you
some
get
lava.
green villagers from?
They spawned. These are from forestry.
Oh, I thought the green villagers were the Oh, they're real villagers. Wenge sapling?
Yeah, I haven't gotten into the bees and the trees yet.
Oh, I'd love the idea of getting trees from villagers. Ooh, I see trading post.
Yes, nice little trading post out here, so we don't actually have to interact with them.
That's useful. All right.
And right over here I have my clams. No, oysters.
Your what?
My oysters. Oh, one of them has a pearl.
When did you... I have never seen oysters before.
They're at the bottom of the sea. You stick in sand, wait a while, and get a pearl. Here, have a black pearl.
Cool. Can I go sailing with it?
Okay, this is something that generates fish. Just normal fish.
All right.
Haven't used it in a while.
It's got some fish in there.
I was playing around with mariculture quite a bit, so I
A fisher from Mine Factory Reloaded. A energy conduit. Oh, I see. This is what powers the fisher, and it's all right. Simple,
Yep.
straightforward.
I was playing around with mariculture a bit. This
All
is
right.
a smelter and a freezer. I was using it to make fish oil and make polished sticks.
Okay.
Over here we have my reed farm
Mm-hmm.
and my ender pearl farm.
Are you... You're serious? Okay. Ender lily seeds from extra utilities.
I
Do
haven't
they only
been to
grow
the
on
end yet.
endstone?
No, they'll grow on grass too. The thing is, if you plant them on grass, they take an in-game month to grow. If you plant them on endstone, it takes an in-game week.
Interesting. And if I may ask then, have you been to the end and back?
I have not. I manufactured this endstone using Tinker's Construct. Obsidian plus liquefied ender.
Obsidian plus liquefied ender.
Yep,
Huh.
with the casting basin and the smeltery.
All right.
Then my research table, which I haven't done very much with. Fish tanks.
Fish tanks?
Yeah, I think I have some cod in one of them.
A fish
this one.
feeder.
Right-click it.
Standard storage upgrade.
And
Cod.
2 cod. Male and female.
Let me guess. Mariculture does with fish and fish genes and everything else what forestry does with trees and bees?
Pretty much, but not as complicated. I think.
Huh.
Anyways, one
Incubator?
interesting thing I've found. Yeah, that's for hatching fish eggs.
Oh.
Once these fish over here reach the end of their lifespans, they'll leave me fish eggs.
Ah.
Then this one's empty because I don't have the fish to put in it at the moment. Do
But I take it that once these other guys die from old age, you will?
Either that or once this fish egg finally gives me something. Another interesting aside, there's various different items that will give you different amounts of fish food. Bread, I believe, is 2 fish food. You can take the cod and grind them up into 4 fish meal each, and that's worth 8 fish food. So yeah, go cannibalism.
Sounds very
Yeah.
interesting.
And I started off with a berry fence.
I see that.
Protection and food, all in one.
And I see you believe in lighting up the area just outside the berry fence so you're not immediately killed just by coming up to the fence to take a look and not being immediately sniped by skeletons.
Yeah, that's always nice. Okay, then.
You have a fruit orchard.
Actually, the fruit orchard is behind these ones. These ones are rubber trees from Mine Factory Reloaded.
Oh, okay.
Then I have my fruit orchard.
And so that I can understand, what do you do with rubber trees?
Chop them down, get rubber.
Okay, let me rephrase my question. What do you do with rubber?
Let's see. Chop it down, get raw rubber. You can use that for pistons or torches. And then you can smelt it into rubber bars, which are used for several Mine Factory Reloaded things like conveyor belts and syringes.
All right.
And the XP extractor and det cord. That's interesting.
Det cord.
Then you can smelt it again and get raw plastic, which is used for upgrades and unmelting ice. Then you use that again, or you craft something special with it and get plastic sheets, which are used in most of the machines.
Okay.
In fact, pretty much all of the machines. So yeah, there's your primer on what rubber is useful for.
Okay.
Now I need... Did it drop a sapling?
Yes, right over
Oh,
here.
yes, it did.
Where is the planting spot?
Right here.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have my various fruit trees that I've collected. Coconuts, bananas, apples, cherries, pears, peppercorn. I'm gonna make it day quick.
Oh, that's okay.
Sleeping bag.
All right, now.
How's your hunger bar?
Well, I'm collecting fruit to try to make a fruit bowl, actually.
Yeah, I do that a lot. It was my main... making fruit salads is kind of my main thing. I just go along the berry fence, collect them all, then convert them into hunger overhaul berries, and make fruit salad. However, if you would like to request a feast, I can make just about anything.
Okay. Then,
I can even use tofu for the parts that have pork.
Thank you.
This is mostly due to this, where I am growing every crop except melons and pumpkins and
Sweet.
wheat.
Okay. Now here is a question that I have for you. I know this is true of vanilla plants. I don't know if it's true of the Pam's Harvestcraft plants. They grow faster when they are not in solid fields, but when they're in alternating rows.
Yeah, well, I don't need them to grow that fast. I mean,
Fair enough.
I have enough of them, and I make them into food.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I haven't harvested this thing in like 2 days. Mostly I use the berry fence for food.
Understood.
So, what can I get for you?
Um, well, how about to start a nice spring salad, followed by some soup and something involving chicken.
Something involving chicken. Okay.
All right. So what else can you show me and our viewers?
It's kept
Sorry, what was that?
The area is kept loaded by 2 chunk loaders.
Okay.
The only part that isn't kept loaded is the end of the orchard over there.
All right.
Are you just staring at it while it's building the body?
No, I actually got connection lost back to title screen.
Oh my. That's unfortunate.
But that would explain why I wasn't able to interact with anything when I went outside. All right, so let's try that again. So we have the chicken chunks chunk loader.
Yep.
This chunk loader does not belong to you. I can't even bring up the interface for it.
It keeps 9 chunks loaded. I could bump that up to 25, but
That's only a
Then
3
I'd-
chunk by 3 chunk?
yeah, I could bump it up to 5 by 5, but I really didn't feel that. I felt like that would be overkill.
Boom, right here. Yeah, the last 2 rows of trees do not get loaded.
Yeah, but
Good
I
enough.
have a lot of trees.
Yeah. And the berries do not get loaded.
They grow back quick enough.
I
As
know.
long as I'm here.
All right.
It's not like I'm short on any food.
I see that.
And I wonder if I'll be able to recreate this success after the world reset.
You like your Natura redwoods, don't you?
I really like the redwoods. They make such nice houses. Though this one I didn't really do as big as the previous ones. I mean, I've only got, you know,
Ground
Main
floor,
floor,
up 1
base-
floor up and 1 floor down, right?
yeah, and then everything else I've been doing outside. Because, I mean, I have a nice fenced off area. Why not?
Yeah. I tell you, those blackout curtains look strange. I mean, I fully understand what they're for, but they look strange.
Yeah, they do.
All right.
Speaking of them, my oreberries are good.
Okay.
I just got 5 gold oreberries.
5. I only saw 2 in there.
Yeah, that's another thing. They seem to be producing more than just 1 per bush.
Oh?
I'm wondering if that's intentional.
I'd be very surprised if it's intentional.
I just haven't brought it up till now.
Okay. You have sand, dirt, and cobblestone, but not a gravel barrel. Where do you put the gravel?
I'll put the gravel in that one and move this sand out to the pearl farm.
All right.
Because, yeah, now I do have a significant amount of gravel because I've been pulverizing netherrack in order to get sulfur pyrotheum.
As in, you can make TNT without having to kill creepers now?
Well, you've been able to do that for a while, but I'm getting pyrotheum so I can get titanium.
Okay. How do you make TNT without killing creepers?
Well, let's see. You could get gunpowder from bees. Um, you can use destruction droplets, which are made by certain fish. Let's see. There's sulfur, which converts into gunpowder. More sulfur and niter and pulverized coal, or just normal coal. There's bees that make gunpowder. Then there's the powdery comb, which is also from bees, and I think that's it.
All right. So yeah, I keep forgetting. I believe it or not, I keep forgetting that NEI will show you recipes.
But that's the main thing we use it for.
Sulfur, pulverized coal, and niter. Or sulfur, niter, and non-pulverized coal. Oh, I see. You get more gunpowder by going the pulverized route. And a batty queen.
Batty bees.
Powdery comb can be centrifuged.
Uh-oh.
What?
My fish tanks are not safe.
One more time?
There was a dark spot on my fish tank.
Ooh.
Why do I keep getting female fish?
Oh, there's a sex symbol on them. I didn't notice that.
Yes.
Huh.
It tells you their gender.
But everything in Minecraft is supposed to be genderless.
The bees aren't. For forestry, they've been male and female for quite some time. Princesses and drones.
Well, actually, that's right. The drones are technically the males. It's the workers that are the sexless.
Workers are female.
I thought that bees were male, female, and sexless, and you only saw sevens.
The workers are female. They are just, don't do anything about it.
Oh. All right.
Actually, there can be some problems where if your bee colony goes without a queen, some of the workers can start laying eggs, and that's just bad for everyone. Because worker eggs will only hatch into drones.
So all sorts of interesting things were seen in the garbage collection log this time. This first collection over here that we're looking at 154011 corresponds to this point teleporting into Silver Sanctuary. And this is right at the initial teleport in. It's using 311 megabytes for tenured. And it ups to 320. Wrong key, sorry. 323, 333. At 1542.18, there's the next full collection, and it drops to 340. 2 minutes for that full collection, 8 minutes for the next full collection. This one at 42 minutes and 18 seconds is going to happen right here when I look inside this chest. That's when the collection happens. So there really isn't much going on at the time that it happens. It's just everything that happened up until that point. Oops, wrong. Where is it? It's just everything that happened up until that point. 4218 is here looking at this guy. And just as a quickie, that was everything from arrival, looking around the village, and coming up here to this chest. So this collection at 1550 happens just after going into the treehouse, and it was not on the part that you see in today's episode. But the only thing that I was doing in this area was, other than things like looking at the AE machines over on the right there, or the sync terminals on the left, there isn't anything graphics-wise that could have been responsible for this. And that tree has been in frame for a while. So I'm not really sure what was causing... Oops, wrong thingy, sorry. Not really sure what caused it to happen right after entering into the treehouse. The next few garbage collections are very interesting. I'm just going to do a very quick look at these. 356, 370, 380, 390, 400, 420, 430, 450, 460, 480, 500, 510. Notice that this memory usage just keeps going up. 521 is where it doesn't even stabilize there. 540, 550. It pretty much finally stabilizes at 550. But it gets big. With hindsight, as I'm looking over this right now, one of the things that I'm realizing that might be responsible for causing a lot of garbage and rapid garbage collection is the fact that while the Piggy is generating Piggy watts for sync to construct the new shell, it's constantly having to make a new little 3D model of the body as it's being built up. And that should generate a lot of temporary garbage, which will result in a lot of frequent collections, which is what we saw. But it doesn't explain the accumulated junk that's not getting cleaned up. That I'm still clueless on. The next couple of full collections are simply because of the disconnect and reconnect while I'm trying to look at the chunk loaders. So for example, here's a couple of disconnect reconnect full collections. Here, for example, at 16, 13, 18 is when I finally get back on. The next garbage collection at 1444 happens right after going to the end of the fruit orchard and back, right as I'm about to go back into the redwood tree again. The next garbage collection occurs while I am down looking inside a mine shaft, and after that while coming back up out of the mine shaft inside the redwood tree. Then comes the one over here while looking at the fish feeder after being inside all of that. And that's basically coming out of the mine, going over to the backyard, looking up crafting recipes, and coming over to the fish stuff. We will look more at the rest of the garbage collection in the next couple of episodes when we look at the rest of the base. But for right now, just note that at this garbage collection here, 4948, this is on entering a nether portal to look at the nether portion of the base. This is where it had been stable at 520 approximately for a while, and then jumps up to 550. And we will look at that, as I said, in the future. But for right now, this has been a quick tour of my friend's very successful single-player server. And we'll look at more next time. As always, your likes, dislikes, comments, criticisms, feedback is all welcome. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.